Hey, what's up, guys? Entron475 back with a little comic book update here. This is pretty much all the books I've gotten since my last update. I think this is everything. There may be a couple that I've already shown, but yeah, I really didn't want to go back and just to watch the video just to see what I showed last time. So if I've showed some of these, sorry, but they're definitely good books. So what's wrong with seeing them again? This one I definitely know I didn't show, and it is Punisher Warzone number 5. A very cool John Romita Jr. cover right there. And sorry if you can hear lawnmowers in the background. This is apparently it's National Lawn Mowing time, so if you hear something in the background, that's what that is. But anyway, yeah, Punisher Warzone number 5. Next up, we got some XFactor. We got XFactor number 49. A very cool Iceman and Archangel cover here. Part of the Judgment War Part 6. They had all the other issues for the story, but I ended up getting 2 of them. Obviously, that one and the next one. But yeah, I definitely wanted this one just because of the cool cover. And the next one, obviously, I gave it away, is the finale of the Judgment War, and it has Acts of Vengeance in here. It is XFactor number 50 with the classic X-Men lineup. Obviously, an XFactor with Jean Grey, Iceman, Angel, Beast, and Cyclops. But yeah, I really like this cover. I like good group kind of covers, so yeah. Another one, kind of keeping another Archangel cover. Archangel and Sabretooth. Cool cover here for XFactor number 52. One thing I miss from back in the day is the little team lineups that they used to have in the corner where they had the little floating heads or something like this kind of in the corner. Now it's just the big banners or something across the top and the bottom and the side and all that jazz. So, but yeah. And keeping with the XFactor, we got a little key book here. We got XFactor number 71, featuring the first appearance of the new XFactor team, which I kind of more associate this team with XFactor than I did obviously the original X-Men. Yeah, they called themselves XFactor, but to me they were still just the original X-Men, but this is kind of what I associated with XFactor for the longest time, with Havoc and everybody on here. So I know this isn't a top dollar key book because it's from the 90s, but I've always loved old 90s comic books. This is when I first started reading comic books, so I definitely have a little soft spot for these issues, these 90s books that everybody craps on, but I love them just because it takes me back to when I started reading comic books and fell in love with X-Men and Batman and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, definitely glad to add this one to my X-Men and collection, XFactor, and all the various X books, which I may or may not do an update on, which we'll see. So yeah. Next up, we got some DC books, and this is pretty much the bulk of my pickups. We got Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps number 1. Really cool cover. I can't remember if this is the regular cover or if this is the variant cover. I think it's the regular cover, because more often than not, I found that I like the regular covers a lot better than some of the variant covers that have come out. Yeah, I definitely like this one, and I haven't picked up a Green Lantern book in a while, so I kind of wanted to start over again. So yeah. Next up, we got, I think I may have shown this one, but I'm not sure. And that is Grayson number 20, the final issue of the Grayson series and story. I know there was the annual number 3 that was officially the last issue, but I guess this is a little bit better story to end it on. So yeah, really cool cover, big group shot there. And next up, I know I showed this one in my favorite covers video that I did a little while back. Probably my last video here, but it is Nightwing Rebirth, the number 1, and I absolutely love this cover. It's pretty simple, but it is very cool nonetheless. And Nightwing being my favorite, or Dick Grayson rather, being my favorite comic book character, but I really like him as Nightwing. So yeah, we got Nightwing Rebirth number 1, the regular ongoing series number 1. This is the regular cover, and this was another one of the regular covers. Like I said, these ones I like a lot better than the actual variant covers. Another cool one is number 2 here. I really like this cover with the Court of Owls on here. It's really cool there. And we got Nightwing number 3. This is the last one I've gotten so far. I'm pretty behind, and one problem with the DC Rebirth thing is that pretty much all the books are coming out twice a month now. So if you miss out 1 week, then you got to buy 2, and it's really easy to get kind of far behind. But my comic shop that I got these ones from, they usually have enough copies left over. They don't really sell out all that much, so I can pretty much catch up pretty easy if and when I decide to. So, and finally, I got these 2 3-pack comic books from my local Walmart. I know they had other ones for like the New 52, maybe one other one, but I think this is the second one. These 3 books and 2 surprise collectible comics. These are all the ones that they have for the DC Rebirth: Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman again, Deadshot, Suicide Squad, Justice League, Harley Quinn, and the Flash. I'm not sure if all these have like the same books for each one, I mean, obviously they have the same main book, but I don't know if the secondary books are all the same, or if they are different or not. So, kind of curious on that. I really haven't found anything online that says what you get for each of them. But yeah, so the one I got was the Batman Rebirth number 1. I had the regular number 1 for the ongoing book, but I missed out on this one for whatever reason, or just didn't pick it up. But yeah, obviously this is not the original first print or second print. I don't even know what print it is, but I think I don't know if it's specifically for these packs or not, but obviously it doesn't have the price on the underneath the number 1, like the price under here. So, and I think the Bat logo in the back is different. So I'm not sure what print it is, if it's the 107th print or the 3rd print or 8th print or whatever. Really doesn't matter too much to me, as long as I like the issue or whatever. So I'm not too big on it needs to be first print, kind of copies. As long as they're in good shape and it's a good story, I don't care. Next one I got in there was We Are Robin number 1. And these are definitely worth getting, because mostly you get 2 other issues that are, as you can see here, this one was the full price one at $3.99. So in the long run, you pretty much get your money's worth for 3 books for $5, which you pretty much can't do even if you just get 2 of them at regular price. You're definitely getting your money's worth. For regular comics, they run between $3 and $5 depending on if it's Marvel or DC, but yeah, you definitely get your money's worth. So then you get, I got Batman number 46, kind of a random issue. I'm not sure if it is a kind of a, I think it's part of an ongoing story. I don't know if it's what part of it is, or if it's kind of a self-contained one. I don't think so. I think it's kind of a part of a bigger story, but number 46. And the next one I got is the Justice League one with Justice League number 1 here. The new team for the Rebirth. This is the actual Rebirth one, not the ongoing one, which I may pick up depending on whenever I get around to reading this, and if I like it. I kind of know what's going on, but yeah. The next one I got is the Aquaman Future's End one-shot. Number 1. These were, I think we're set 5 years in the future for this story, I think. 5 years, give or take, or something along those lines. I can't remember exactly because I really wasn't reading a whole lot of comic books, but I kind of remember kind of what the story was around this time. I think they were like 5 years in the future or something. I don't know if they were kind of, I think they were kind of more what if kind of things, because obviously stuff is going to change between then and now. So, yeah, Aquaman number 1. And lastly, I got the Batman number 39, part of the Endgame storyline, and this is the second to last issue for that story arc. Because number 40 is the final issue for this, I think. So, yeah, I got the second to last issue, so now I have to go track down number 40 so I can read it, because I like to have at least either the first 2 or the last 2 issues. I hate getting just a story in the middle, but yeah, definitely heard good things about this story, and obviously now I have a chance to read it, and you can't really go wrong with Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo on Batman. Pretty good stuff on there, but that about wraps it up for this video, guys. Hope you guys liked it. Comment, rate, subscribe, and all that, and I'll see you whenever I see you guys. Peace.